Hello friends, in this class we are going to study trigonometric function of allied angles. Now see this table. Now this table is for the trigonometric function of allied angles. Now here you can see sine 90 minus theta, 90 plus theta, 180 plus theta and so on. Now we are going to study this with an example. First we will study for sine 90 minus theta. Its answer is cos theta. Now how we got this answer? We'll study. So first is sine 90 minus theta. Next step, sine 90 minus theta. Okay. Now what is the answer? Now there is a note you have to remember. Note 1. Sine 90 plus or minus or plus theta, or sine 270 plus or minus theta, or cos 90 plus or minus theta, cos 270 plus or minus theta. Now whenever it is asked sine 90 minus theta or 270 minus theta, there should be change of trigonometric function. Now if it is asked sine 90 minus theta, you should write cos theta. Now when it is asked cos 90 minus theta, so you change from cos to sine. Now back to question. Here we are asked sine 90 minus theta. So it is in this sine 90 minus theta. So we have to change from sine to cos. You will write here cos theta. Now about sine. Now in the table here sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. Here sine is positive. Now we will find how we got sine as positive. For that, draw the 4 quadrant. Make a circle. This is a y-axis, x-axis. This is the positive one. It's a negative. Positive. It's a negative one. Negative. Okay. Now this is 0 degree. Here I will write 0 degree, 90, 180 and 270. Okay. Now this direction is anti-clockwise direction for sine theta. Now this direction is clockwise direction for cos theta. Now back to question. Now it is a sine 90 minus theta. So sine 90 minus theta. So first we got for this change method we got from sine to cos. Okay. Now for sine. Now for the sine we have to see this. Now it is said sine 90 minus theta. Okay, so 90 minus theta is less than 90, and so the point is, where is that point 90 minus theta? It should be somewhere here. It should be more than 0 because it's starting from 0 degree, and less than 90. Why it is less than 90? Because it in question it is mentioned sine 90 minus theta. So that point is somewhere you can take randomly here. So name it that point as P. Join that point from the center and bring up perpendicular to the horizontal axis or x-axis. Now for the sine. Now as the direction of the sine theta is in the anti-clockwise direction, as we moved from 0 degree and stopped here at a point P, it was in anti-clockwise direction. Now for the sine, what you do, you take the sine of a last sine of the axis. Now the last axis is x-axis and its sign is positive. In reverse direction, last axis is x-axis and its sign is positive. So take sine of this angle cos theta as positive. Okay, next step, cos theta. This is the example for sine 90 minus theta. Sine 90 minus theta. Now similarly we can solve for the other one, sine 90 plus theta, 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, 270 minus theta, 270 plus theta, 360 minus theta, and 360 plus theta, and also for the cos. Now we will try to solve sine 90 plus theta. Now it is a sine 90 plus theta. Okay, now since it is sine 90 plus theta, so first we will see the change. So whenever it is asked in 90 plus theta, we have to change a trigonometric function from sine to cos, or if it is cos 90 minus theta, from cos to sine. So again it is sine 90 minus theta, so you will change the trigonometric function from sine to cos. So I will write cos theta. Now sine, again back to our this quadrant. Now it is in this question is sine 90 plus theta. So our point P is, this is 90, somewhere you can put, but more than 90. So now the point P is here. Okay, now the point P is here. Now the sine. Now as I said earlier, take the sine of last sine of axis. Now last axis is y and its sign is positive, plus. So I will write here plus. Now in this table also you can check sine 90 plus theta is change a trigonometric function cos and its sign is positive. Okay. Now one more example. Next example is, I will take sine 180 minus theta. It is 180 minus theta. Now there is a note. Sine 180 plus or minus theta, or sine 360 plus or minus theta, cos 180 plus or minus theta, cos 360 plus or minus theta. Now whenever there is a 180 or 360, 180 degree plus or minus theta or 360 degree plus or minus theta, there is a change. There is no change. Okay. So sine remains as sine theta. Similarly here, cos theta, cos 180 minus theta, or in cos 360 minus theta, there is no change of trigonometric function. So if it is as cos 180 plus theta, we will write a cos theta only. Now back to our question. It is as sine 180 minus theta. So it is this kind, sine 180 minus theta. So there is no change in this kind. So I will write sine 180 minus theta is sine theta only. So for sine 180 minus theta is sine theta. Now about sine. Again back to our circle. Now it is, question is sine 180 minus theta. Okay. Now this is 180. Sorry. This is 180 and it said minus theta. It must be less than 180. So somewhere, anywhere you can put here point P. Now the point P is here and you have to take sine as last sign of last axis, or last axis is y and its sign is plus or positive. So I will take sine as plus or sine theta. I can see in the table also sine 180 minus theta is sine theta and sine is positive. Now, you have to only write this much only. Sine, suppose question is sine 90 minus theta. So directly you can write this angle cos theta, and this part, this note, first note 1 and note 1 and note 2, you have to remember in mind. Also the quadrant part. The next example I will take sine 180 plus theta. Sine 180 plus theta. Now see sine 180 plus theta. So when there is 180 plus theta, there is no change of trigonometric function. So I will write sine theta itself. Now sine, whether it's plus sign or minus sign. Back to the quadrant circle. Now it is here it is written sine 180 plus theta. So more than 180 it is. So now the point P is more than 180. You can put somewhere but more than 180. Now P is here. Okay. can join it from its center and perpendicular line to x-axis. Okay, now sine. Question is sine 180 plus theta. Now as I said, sine, to know the sine, take the sine of last axis. Now last axis is x-axis and its sign is negative. Take sine as negative. So my sine 180 plus theta is minus sine theta. Now check from the table. Sine 180 plus theta is sine theta and sine is minus. Now sine 270 minus theta. Your answer is minus cos theta. Let us find how we can find out by easy method. Fifth one is sine 270 minus theta. Now again see, now whenever there is a 270 minus theta plus or minus theta, there is a change of trigonometric function. So sine 270 minus theta means you have to change the trigonometric function from sine to cos. So I will write here cos theta. Now about sine, whether we are going to write plus sign or minus sign. Now question is 270 minus theta. 270 minus theta, it means that point P is less than 270. This is 270, so point P is less than 270, so you can take here itself. Now sine plus or minus. Now point P is here. Now it's you have to take the sign of last axis. The last axis is x here and its sign is minus, so we'll write minus. Next, okay, you can check from the table also. Sine of 270 minus theta is minus cos theta. (270) plus theta. Now again it is 270 plus theta, it means I have to change the trigonometric function from sine to cos. Now sine, whether plus or minus, it is 270 plus theta. Let's see. Now point P is now 270 plus theta, means it is more than 270. It means the point is more than 270. Somewhere you can take here. Now P, now join the circle, sorry, center. Okay. Now you have to take sine of last axis. Now last axis is y and its sign is negative. Take sign as negative. Sine 270 plus theta is minus cos theta. Next, sine 360 minus theta. Answer is, now here 360. Now see the note. When there is a, whenever there is a sine 180 plus or minus theta or 360 plus or minus theta, there is a no change of trigonometric function. Sine remains as sine and cos remains as cos. So in this question it is a sine 360 minus theta, so I will write sine theta itself. Now about sine plus or minus. The question is 360 minus theta. This is 360 completes here and it is less than 360, so it is, you can take somewhere here itself. Now sine The sine of, you have to take last axis. Now for the p, last axis was 270, or sorry, y axis, and its sign is minus, so I will take minus. Eighth one, sine 360 plus theta. Now again 360, sine 360 plus theta, it means you have to make the trigonometric function as no change, so sine remains as sine theta. Now sine, now it is a 360 plus theta, it means now point P is 360 completes here, so point P is somewhere here. So 360 plus theta, so you take sine of last axis. Now last axis is for this last axis was x axis, and its sign was plus. Now from check the table itself, sine of 360 plus theta is sine theta, and sine is its plus. Now similarly we can solve for the cos theta. So let us solve one example, cos 90 minus theta. Now as it is written cos 90 minus theta, so whenever there is a 90 minus theta, there should be change of trigonometric function from cos to sine. Now plus or minus. Now so far we are solving for the sine theta, and for sine theta it moves in the direction of anti-clockwise direction of 0 to 90, 90 to 180, so in anti-clockwise direction. Now we have to solve for the cos. So in cos theta, you have to take direction as clockwise direction, this direction. Now we will join this. Again question is asked cos 90 minus theta. Now for the cos, as you know, you will move in clockwise direction. So for cos, this is 0, this would be 90 degree, this is going to be 180, this is going to be 270, and again this is going to be 360. Again cos 90 minus theta. So for cos this is 0, and this is 90. So point is less than 90, here somewhere here. Now for the symbol, now when the point is here, so its last, you have to take the sign of last axis. So you started from here, so last axis is x axis, and its sign was positive, so it will take positive. Now you can see from the table also, cos 90 minus theta is sin theta, and sin is positive. Now cos 90 plus theta, now again it is 90 plus theta, so there is a change of trigonometric function from cos to sine. Now about sine, whether it is plus sine or minus sine, so it is 90 plus theta. Now back to this. So it is 90 plus theta. So in case of cos, this is cos moves in clockwise direction. For it, this is 0 degree, this is 90 degree. So and question it mentioned cos 90 plus theta. So point is P is somewhere here. Okay. Now it started in the clockwise direction, in this direction. So its last axis is y and sign is minus. So I will take minus sign. Okay. You can check cos 90 plus theta, sin theta, and the sign is minus. Now cos 180 minus theta. Answer is minus cos theta. Let us see how we get. (180 minus theta). Now it is 180 minus theta, so there is no change of trigonometric function. Cos remains cos. So I will write cos theta. Now about sine, whether it plus or minus. Now in case of cos, it moves in the direction in clockwise direction, and this is its 0 degree, 90, 180 degree. Question was cos 180 minus theta. It means point is less than 180. You can take somewhere here. Now as it was moving in this direction, clockwise direction, so its last it will take sign of last axis. So last axis was y and its sign was minus. Take minus. Next, cos 180 plus theta. Now again 180 plus theta, so there is no change in trigonometric function. Cos remains cos. Now about sine. Now it is mentioned cos 180 plus theta. So it is moving from 0, 90, 180 plus theta, and somewhere you can take point P is here. Now sine, as it is moving in clockwise direction, take sign of last axis. So its last axis was x axis and its sign was minus sign. So take minus sign. Minus sign. Okay. Next. Now we take cos 270 minus theta. Now it is 270 minus theta. It means there is going to be change of trigonometric function. Sine changes to cos and cos changes to sine. In this case it is cos 270 minus theta. So it will change to sine theta. Okay, now about sine, whether it's plus or minus. So it is 270 minus theta. Now in case of cos, it moves in clockwise direction starting from 0, 0 degree. For it is this is 90 degree, this is 180 degree, and this is 270 degree, and this is 360 degree. Now question was cos 270 minus theta. This is 270, sorry, this is 0 degree, 90, 180, 270, and it is minus 270 minus theta. So point we will take somewhere here. Now as it is moving in clockwise direction, so it will take sign of last axis. Last axis was x, sign was minus. So we take sign is minus. Minus. Check from the table. Cos 270 minus theta is sin theta and sin is minus. Next 270 plus theta. Now again it is 270 plus theta, so there is a change of trigonometric function from cos to cos becomes sine. Now sine whether plus or minus, that is 270 plus theta. Now again cos moves in the clockwise direction, so this for this is 0 degree, 90, 180, 270. So our question was cos 270 plus theta. So point P is somewhere, this now it's here. Okay. Now as it is moving clockwise direction, so we will take sine of last axis. Last axis of y and its sign was plus. So right here plus sign. 7 cos, now cos 360 minus theta. Now 360 minus theta, see this note, whenever there is 360 minus theta, there is no change in trigonometric function. Sine remains as sine, cos remains as cos. So cos 360 minus theta, cos will remain as cos. Now about sine plus or minus. Now 360 minus theta. Now cos moves in clockwise direction. For it, this is 0 degree. Start from here at 0 degree, 90, 180, 270 and 360. So question 360 minus theta. So it is somewhere here. Now it will take sine of last axis. So it as it is moving clockwise direction and it is here. So its last axis is y and its sign was plus. Take plus as sign. Plus. Now last, cos 360 plus theta. Now again cos 360 plus theta, no change in trigonometric function. Cos remains as cos, not sine plus or minus. That is 360 plus theta. Now cos moves in clockwise direction. For it, this is 0 degree, 90, 180, 270 and this is 360. Now question is 360 plus theta. It means this 360 for it, and the P point is now here somewhere. Now as it is moving in clockwise direction, 360 plus theta. So we will take sine of last axis. So this last axis was x and sign was positive plus sign. Now you can check from the table. Cos 360 plus theta is cos theta itself. Now one last note. Now suppose it is asked, this is also a right angle. Suppose this is asked minus theta. It means sine of minus theta. And also it is, suppose it is asked cos of minus theta. What going to be our answer? See here I have written answer. Sine of minus theta is minus sin theta and cos of minus theta is cos theta. Now for cos, I have written cos of minus theta is cos theta itself, since sign is positive, because when it is mentioned minus theta, it means point P is, so it is 0, 90. So point P is somewhere here. 180 degree, this is 270. So the point, when I written minus theta, it means point P is somewhere here. Now the standard direction of the cos was clockwise only, as it we have studied earlier, clockwise only, and it is asking to move in the clockwise direction only. So for cos, you will write positive only. It's a shortcut method. So I have written cos as cos theta only and sin is positive itself. Now for the sine. Now for the sine, standard direction was anti-clockwise direction. But in this case it is asking minus theta. It means it is asking to move in clockwise direction. Now it is in the opposite direction of its standard direction. So I will write sine as here as negative. So sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. Now and cos of minus theta is cos theta itself and plus sine, because this is minus theta is in the direction of same direction of the standard direction of cos theta. So positive sign, and for the sine theta it is negative because this minus theta is not the it is in the opposite direction of its sine theta's standard direction. So minus sine theta. Thank you.